the traumatic story that has been my life, people keep telling me that I need to share it and talk about it. So this is hard for me, but I think I'm going to try it and see what you guys think. When I had a really good childhood, I had a good mom and a good dad. I was brought up right. But when I was 15 years old, I was standing on a corner with some friends, and I just happened to look to the left of me, and there was a 9-ton truck turning in the corner and an old lady crossing the street. And when I looked at her, and then I looked at the truck, I thought, he doesn't see her. And suddenly she was gone. And without thinking, I ran and bolted into the street, screaming at this truck driver to stop, waving my hands all over and just screaming to stop. And in my child mind, I had thought, here was one wheel, here's another. Like, it's a big 9-ton truck, and she'll be in the middle fine. And when I went around the front of the truck, the wheel was going over her head, which then exploded onto the wheel. And I didn't know at the time that she had died instantly, but because the truck was so large and the lady was so small, the truck driver didn't know what was going on besides me screaming, and so he then backed up. And she was exposed on the street. And luckily there was a police officer nearby that was able to cover her up, but my brain was so traumatized, a lady had to pull me to the side because I was screaming and crying and throwing up, and you know, it was 3 weeks later when the police finally said, you know, oh, her pelvis is broken and she died instantly. She didn't feel any pain. But she was crushed like a pancake from her hips all the way to her head. And, you know, this was really traumatic for me. I totally changed as a person. I went from being a very outgoing, had lots of friends kind of person to very introverted. I couldn't sleep without the light on. I mean, it was crazy. All in all, it's been more than 16 years now since I saw that accident, and it still affects me. I have insomnia and depression, and I am on medication, but there is a lot of help out there, and there are a lot of PTSD specialists and cognitive behavioral therapy and DBT, and there is help out there. So if you've ever experienced something like this, please seek it out.